Everybody, welcome to Avowed. This is my first playthrough of this game. I don't know too much about the story and anything, but I know it's kind of the game I love playing, and yeah, let's hop right into it. We spend the time setting up our settings, graphics. Actually, wait a second. Yeah. Alright, I had to close the door. Now we can start a new game. Now we can actually play the game.
A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. In a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods.
Gods.
Our gods.
Evil
Some
gods.
of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands. A rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years
Auslander.
you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world, a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing; to many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you.
Well, I will kill them all, duh.
And an opportunity.
So I'll kill the whole
in
place,
my
okay.
court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
So pretty much they all bullied me, so I'm gonna kill them all. Easy. What? Humans commonly called folk. Elves. Oh, so it's like human, male, female, or something like that. Actually, that's female, that's male. Elves. Oh. Omara. Oh. Dwarfs. And Orlans who look like... Those are like furry goblins. Those are like the, what's that movie called? Don't Feed Them After Midnight. Help me real quick. Don't feed them after them. The gremlins. They look like gremlins. Just reading all the background stories. Coward Urge. Resolve. Stamina. That was mighty. Oh, strength. Yeah. So let's go with a Dwarf Mage. Let's go completely crazy.
Silmes mitum!
Quethi silmes mitum!
Lava Pia Luthen! Urthen Roth!
Alright, we made our character, now let's start the game. We are Dwarf and Mage.
What do you know of the living lands?
Dangerous?
The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my one boy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
6 weeks later, off the coast of the living lands.
Envoy, over here.
You're alive! Thank the gods I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch. At least the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't... We... Fort Northreach. Last Adira outpost before the Living Lands. More or less. I dropped anchor here once. Normally, I'd have gone straight uphill and sent a distress signal. But... I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from Fort Northreach. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen, unless... That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead. Couldn't agree more. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help. Thank you. I'll keep you safe. Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way. Take that mace. It's no good to any of our crew anymore. At least some supplies survived, for all the good it does. You look like a dab hand with that. I don't understand. Why would they fire on us, their own people? No use wondering. We've got to make sure our troops are safe. Hope we're going the right way. Going for a swim after all that?
Sure, why not? Swim seems great, but I guess we cannot get to the ship.
Ah, well, I suppose.
Healer Assembly, Man at Arms, the
Never
bravest of
using that either.
Healer Esprit, Faithful Quartermaster. Served Namnock to the end. Garrick.
No, no! The fort's lit their distress beacon. We've got to hurry. I shall. Zarek should be here. Haven't the troops been doing patrols? Make short work of them!
How would have I gotten up there? I feel like there's definitely something I can loot here, I just cannot reach it. Oh.
Come on, the fort's up ahead. Tripwire!
Whoa.
How many of these damn things are there?
Apparently some.
Good hands. Springberries, good. Those should rally us. Gods, it's a bloodbath. They've torn
Yippee!
the place apart from the inside.
Yay!
Were they fighting each other? Envoy, I don't like this.
Not surprised you don't like this. I love it though, it's beautiful. Reminds me of home, of my childhood. Shivurgan's note. Lara visited the 4th time this week, comes nearly every day now. Says Inter keep calling on him, ask for an unguent that will repel them. Inspected him every time for no evidence of bites. Operations from scratching getting worse. Coingstack for sibling brought in by Emmerich and Clanfall. Found her unconscious near empty bottle of sleeping draught. Administered emetic. Once she felt well enough to talk, complained of hallucinations every time she closed her eyes. McQuinstack 5. Riordan showing signs of malnourishment. Refuses food. Claims Emmerich is trying to poison him. Must discuss this with Captain. Why these behavioral changes? City Adra, and think I should sleep with my lancet at night.
What's that on their face?
Something. Probably seaman. I'm not expert for. Oh, you're shimmering. You get some loot for the grimoire. Pillars of Eternity. Adwa's green crystal found throughout the known world emerging from the crust of Earth in the shape of iconic pillars. Cherish Adra, build our temples around it, study its potential as an energy source. But Adra is so much more. When we die, Adra is the road on which our souls travel into the beyond, and when our souls are ready to return, Adra shines a lantern, guiding us from death into life. When you find yourself in the presence of Adra, take a moment to ponder your place in the Great Wheel. Consider you were, we are, and you can be.
I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
We rise from slumber. Is it you?
These used to be nice quarters.
Deadman's locked, forced entry. It's over for Fairwind. They caught him, tried to stow away in Dawn Shop, bastard. They all know the punishment for desertion is death. Not sure how Winterbrand heard about it. From the sound of things, she's ready to come over here and hang me by my thumbs. Discipline is entailers. Long suspected the two were soft on each other. Alright. Deadman's locked, second entry. Gunpowder. The chicken. Coins. Money, money, money. Must be funny. In the rich man's book. Storage key. What's the storage for the back? Go back. Looks like they're kind of directly at our ship. A little bit sus. Don't you agree? Jarvik?
God, is this what they were like? It's put its guard up. Hit it with everything you've got.
There we go. Speaking of that.
Thought I had your back. Guess you've got mine.
We've got each other. We're doing both great currently. symbol shows the dragon. Well, where am I meant to go from here? I don't see pretty much a path to follow. Came from up there, but I don't think I can get up there. Can I?
Surely there's a way to clear those brambles. Ah, up there. Margarine's Fury. That'll do it. Burn right through the brush. If we can get it down, that is.
Is someone there? Over here! Help! I'm locked in! About time. Oh gods! What's the matter with your face?
Hey, nobody told you it's rude. Talk about someone else's face like that.
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. He's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything?
Yes.
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me. They never talk to you? Huh. They must not like you very much.
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up. That'd be a first. Adir's had their boot on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints. I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other. The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep. I heard it, all right. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
At least one of you's listening. Look, we don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him. Gods, that's the sanest thing I've heard all day. It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way in, though. You seem smart.
If we live to regret this,
He's such a pessimist, Garrick. Integration log. Day 1. Prisoner apprehended. Loading dock outside 4 of the North Beach. Obtain immediate anesthesia of extra to remove holding cell. Prisoner offered standard rations and water. Total guards from sea. Liberty up from nonetheless beneath. Move some goods with the different kind of fight in a connection to power. Complain and eat shite. Oh. Oh, it's not a photo. We ended up. Never mind. Mumbo. Use your bow to shoot down the Markman's fury, sure.
nice work.
I wish I could enter here somehow. The wafer. Oh, over here.
Least you got around to trusting me eventually. It's too quiet.
Alright, let's get going.
Now you've done it.
Nice, damn, the bow is actually pretty strong.
Adherent soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused this. To think they turned on each other like dogs. I can't fathom it.
They were bastards when they came here. All it took was time.
But adherents, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
What's the matter? Upset your kin are no better than anyone else. Stay low. Whoosh. Stay in the tall grass.
Strike blind. Did your god give you that power too?
Are you sure you don't know whose godlike you are? More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
Seek!
Mind your left side!
What?
Hope you do better with that, Grim. Hope there's a fire spell in there. It'd make quick work of the brambles.
tools look dry. Damn it. Of course I didn't bring a flint.
Young Seek! Luthen! Young Seek!
Like Magran's Fury in a book.
Mana doesn't regenerate. That's gonna be a problem.
We've got the high ground. How should we do this? Magic's the flashy choice, I suppose.
You're gonna regret this.
Find your right side! I've seen ruins like these. Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Paradisans call them godless. Some kind of people who came here long ago.
God bless.
No sudden moves.
No sudden movements.
There's an ill wind on this island.
I tried to tell them. Why wouldn't they listen? You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
It's uncanny.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's... well, look at him. He's sick.
Who disturbs us? I had dreams. Fabulous dreams. They tried to silence them.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard. They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! Their venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers! I become the breeze, the sun! And you return death to us!
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot!
Now you've done it! Aye! That's the stuff! Probably some noble who bought his commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
Born from the field notebook of Brigadier Tanzia, captain of the Adian Expedition Corps. The expedition team and I have been weeks to the fortnight. I'm not close to understanding the ruins of the so-called godless people than I was before we came. The remnants of the culture covering the living lands, people that believe there is to it all remains a mystery. Godless has no name because nothing we've seen actually depicts the gods who stand them, blah blah. Gods know what drove them, and they probably awakened whatever it was.
Keep going. We're on the right track.
Earth and rock!
But,
Closer, we twine. You have returned. We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wake. Heed us.
Envoy, you alright? Can you hear me? A voice? What did it say?
Now your envoy's losing it.
No, I think something in the Ardra spoke to him. Not like this. I've been round Ardra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even godlikes.
That's some gift. True, like getting to Paradise.
The boat's just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
This way.
Boat!
Thank the gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know. Oi, I told you. I'm defending myself.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Emperor sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumours about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise. Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me. Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Aye, don't push her luck. Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place, alright? Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place. Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
I hope we run into each other again. I like you.
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did.
Aren't you supposed to follow me?
I don't know. It's all just sinking in.
Just like our ship.
Hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink. Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything. You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
And I would have needed you too.
Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
Sure, that's what I'm here for, not to totally burn my whole place down. Alright. I guess we continue the story. There's definitely somebody waiting.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet in your leg.
And here I thought we were getting along. Move along. And for everyone else's sake.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
I like him.
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones. Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? The Rowatine Navy didn't teach me fancy words, but I did learn how to count.
Kai, before you go, please keep in mind that the Envoy is a respected member of the court. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back. Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how? Say no more. The less I know, the better. I heard she's a monster. the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out. Yeah, good advice. Thank you, Envoy.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later. Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does.
Kai. Kai is a seasoned soldier and mercenary from the Vaudatian Empire. Restless but affable, his wandering has led him to the living lands in search of a peace he has yet to find. As an experience in battle has developed, and Kai can withstand damage and draw enemy aggression. Incendiary ammunition can burn away flammable obstacles. Abilities find Kai fires a powerful shot from his blunder, burst dealing high stun to a single enemy and taunting them for 10 seconds. Fire-style autocry to burn away webs, brambles, and flammable obstacles.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
City's getting crowded. Thanks for taking...
Why doesn't the claviger put a stop to it?
They say the ambassador is a good... enemy.
Why do you think, dimwit? It's nice and cold. That's enough for me.
Watch where you're going. Piss off. Get lost.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? How did you... Actually, maybe I should talk to you instead. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? Too long. I'm not sure how much of it is the militia anyway. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Evan Fleet.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
If you're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Now listen, you might be big in idea, but these are our docks, not yours. You're in for a rude surprise if you think we'll answer to you.
Fine. Have it your way.
Not sure what you were trying to accomplish with that.
I'll piss off.
Don't think you can come over here and try to strong-arm me too.
Quite the opposite.
They've only been here a few years, but the Adherents act like they run the place.
You say the militia have closed Paradise to newcomers, so where should I go?
Well, there's always the shanty town, but, well, you know.
Yeah. I haven't heard the best things about that place. Is there nowhere
Oh,
else?
my back hurts.
Perhaps the Adherents are looking for new recruits.
No thanks. I'd rather risk the journey further inland than throw my lot in with them. I sailed all the way from the Eastern Reach, if you can believe it.
First Gilman leaves, and his letters won't turn up.
Sansa Stark.
Gelardi. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? A godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? Human, about my height. Average build? Now, if he were a river, I could describe him perfectly. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Cartography is not for the slight. It requires a certain initiative.
I mean, I guess
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. Thank the gods. At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Build another palisade just like the last, wouldn't it?
Select a unique weapon on the left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement for its primary enchantment on the right side of the screen. And it wears specific enchanting materials and currency. It also cannot be undone.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. You know, for most people, getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. No need to be humble. We're traveling together, we might as well get acquainted. So what's your story? Who are you that the Emperor sent you all the way out here? I should ask you for some good campfire stories later. Good to know. Though, people around here have reason enough to be twitchy as it is. Talk of the plague inland has folks stirred up. More than usual. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal mystic to the Living Lands? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. I guess it sounded better than miasmal canker. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Stilgarrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. Then I've got answers. Some of them may even be true. I joined up with the Rawatai Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago. Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins. Yeah. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either. Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years. Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rawataian deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. He figured it out faster than I did. It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough. I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences. Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth, or the striking blue of my scales? I usually hear that from someone who's enjoyed the height or position to fully appreciate it, but I'll never turn down a compliment. As rare as we are in many parts of the world, it's nice to be appreciated as something other than a magnificent bruiser. Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary. Then you must have come during our sunny season, lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country, and old trenchers say it's made us who we are. You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rauatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rauatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora. It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. I was living in a settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rauataian expatriates. You're pretty nosy, aren't you? I can see how you and Inquisitor Ludwig got along. Things just didn't work out there. Let's leave it at that. I'll tell you what I can. Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here. I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Really is tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for this.
This? People are angry. They can't see how much good we've done for everyone since we got here. They'll come around, though.
Yeah. Well, I just hope Inquisitor Ludwig steals the work for us to
Show me what you got! Good work! Eon Seek!
Come and get me!
Dwarf and Roth! Who will send?
We make a good squad.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Bye.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zaraks. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Here we go! Worth and Roth!
Take your best shot.
Worth and Roth!
Don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sad to keep a sign that I'm still alive.
This is the Hengen's place, or was. It's the Zaraks now.
You take it.
Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
That all you got?
Worth and Roth! Eon Seek!
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarap holding hands. What do you see? Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
Let's move.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember you. You will be justly compensated upon my return. It's a fine day for adventuring.
Something tells me I won't be getting that compensation.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that? Do you snoop on everyone? All right. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? I'd love to. I'm not good at anything, no matter what I put my mind to. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half?
Jesus.
I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right.
That's not what I said, but
Oh,
sure.
I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much. I'll make my way back to the cabin soon.
Are all Paradisans like this?
They said Paradis would welcome me. I guess times have changed.
There must be some kind of plant under here. Oh, there is 4 damage. Damn. Kai, why didn't you tell me? The most unfortunate tale. Fabian Bernard. Violent tragedy. Scene. Leia watches Bernard approach Fiber Street looking for the human form. Leia, behold, now comes the fun, that for which I've waited. His love is 4 feet. You owe me some HP, fellow man.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. What the gods be with you, envoy?
Sorry, Envoy. The city's under lockdown by order of the Clavager. Rumors of plague and all that.
I've already told you, the city is under lockdown. Only...
I have traveled halfway across the world to be here. I'm not getting turned away now.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I wish I could do more, but I have my orders.
Doesn't matter that you have family. So you said, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you.
Unless you're keen on forging a path further inland. Best I can suggest.
Going on a trip on a little rocket ship, casting through the skies, little sunny wolf.
One for you! You're mine now!
Another win, but who's counting? Hope you don't mind spiders.
No, I don't. Now they said it, let's go in there. Speaking of that.
Next one's mine! To your left!
Oh, boys.
Looks like you've already got the supplies you'll need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp. You can work on your gear there.
Yeah.
Worse than Roth!
Don't you want to do something about it, Kai? How do I command you?
The local militia's lax at the best of times, which means not.
One for you! Oh, no, you don't! Worse than Roth!
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads.
That's one for us.
Let's go. Looks like we cleared this place. Nice, we found a hidden treasure. Ring of Soul Essence.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. Nice. Final frontier, the final frontier. The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
What was that? Aha! You're mine now! Right. On your right! It's not hitting hard enough. That armor won't hold up.
Worse than raw.
I'm coming for you. Watch your for more?
Who's ready for more? Sit straight back from eventually.
Locals call this the Pilgrim's Path, but no one really uses it anymore.
Well, we're about to use it. And not just that. Upgrading some stuff.
Great view, isn't it? You can even see Fort Northreach in the distance. Oh, too soon?
Yes, way too soon. Like, how do you even know about this shit? Carrier's journal. The slim volume is warped and water-stained. Quick route of 70 years. Los Angeles 28, the year for youth is return. 28, 21, the season of nesting birds, blah, 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 blah. Like the last ones
You
here.
traveled weeks to see him. You can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home, because the goddamn temple is closed.
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys.
And?
There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuin. I say they are dead.
There's a temple to Aethys in the cave back there. It's a hike, and the path there is crumbling to bits. So even if it weren't closed, you know, I don't recommend it.
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go? Well, my orders say no one.
Hikera, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Right. Sorry, envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. Well, you'll certainly be hip-deep in no time. Good luck.
Soap?
Yes!
Bubble soap.
Ah!
Bubbles.
No, the first one of the... The Phantom of the...
One. What?
No, you were right on the first one! Roman!
Soap?
Yes!
Soap?
Ah, yeah!
Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure I understand this. You go to the website, and then you're entered to win one of these 3 cars for free.
Correct.
Who approved this campaign? You can win a Lamborghini, souped-up trucks, or $100,000.
Was. Jeg muss ihn auch mal normalerweise wie frei, was ich beim letzten Mal nachgeschaut habe. Ah, weiß man nicht.
That spear looks Adiran, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
Come see.
That's it. Door's open. Look alive.
Ulusen!
Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Damn, that whole thing is huge.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Her jewels, whispers of searing light.
Zorps. Want to sneak or fight? Quiet as the depths. Sunny! Remind me not to spook you. The local militia's lax at the best of times, which these are not.
What's the target? Aim where? Give me a target.
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
What? You're not my brother. I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's
Same.
not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, God, that's wretched. Are you sure you're not trying to kill me?
That's just the medicine working. And look, you're halfway to lucid, and your wounds are closing up.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? A free expedition corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
He used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it to him. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle. I say we head after him.
I definitely need to sell some stuff soon. Mow and camp, but turning into a pub.
Oh, no, you don't! Good one! Another glorious battle.
Yeah. Eat. How the item is supposed to be tough. This high? Oh, there it is. The fang skin led me to the whole wrong way. Captain Gale, the Valley Gesicki is but one of the many thorns at the rotten heart of the damage for 8 inch. It's a problem.
Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques.
Yes.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
My brother. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you.
Like what you see.
It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? Then Sargemus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargemus. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Harmka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone. I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Aethys the Dawn-Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours. Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you. My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, Did your earthly parents love you? What an enormously cruel burden to heap upon a child. What an impertinent question! Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Aethys inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve. Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Ir Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance.
So much worse.
And in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore. Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewin speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then, furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewin his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice, to have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewin. Pitiable Widewin. I grieve for what became of him. The Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colklin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go. About 630, yes, give or take a decade. One does lose count. That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times, but even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive, and now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die. In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear. But when I spoke to him, he never did reply. So, do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard. Not anymore. Be my guest. Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years. Hewn by my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god. And not a library, a clinic, something that might bring a greater good into this benighted world. I leave such projects to the children of Helia, Margarin, even Wal in their way. No. A statue is what my lord deserves. A graven image for a remorseless god. Cold as winter light, distant as the tallest peaks of the White March, fit only for he who stares at history and does not blink. Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so. Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding in a world determined to fail its purposes. Consider a child of Rimagond. Yoked to the Oryx's will, they are born already in decay. They are divine lepers, revered and reviled both. Their burdens are immeasurable, but they have been touched by the divine, so their gifts are as well. Only those like us can truly understand that balance, its agonies and its ecstasies. There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war.
War.
A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts, and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is, to decide the fate of another, and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And Kith have lately grown very brave indeed. I suppose it's not impossible, but the gods typically make themselves known to us in our earliest days, before we have left the comfort of the womb. They are present in our hearts and mind before, well, before we even have a notion of I at all. I am sorry. Yours is an unusual case. Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god? Other than a symptom of madness, you mean? You do not seem especially troubled. No more than any kith subject to life's uncertainties. As to what the voice is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithin make. Or it may just be the beginnings of the Dream Scourge. Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say. An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know? Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shin bone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, Perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path,
I'm
brother.
gonna touch everything. Before that, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna rest my back. My back is feeling like a motherfucker. Well, thanks for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I might stream later. I don't know yet. Jesus, I got a lot of messages.